Hello you beautiful creatures, how the devil are you? I hope you're well. If you're new here, my name is Lou, or Lucifer, as my friends like to call me. By my friends, I mean my ever-growing army of demons.
Oh, I was going to do a thing.
What were you going to do? Do the thing.
I was going to do this.
The demon consort, right here. These intros get worse and worse every single time, and I can
welcome.
Only apologise. We're at Horrorcon! Yeah! The first horror convention of the season. We can't really say that because there's only 2 that we realistically go to, but it's fine. We're here to have a good time, chew bubblegum and kick butt, and I am all out of bubblegum. We are going to have a wonderful time meeting the Cenobites, Doug Bradley, Barbie Wild. Yes.
Simon Bamford.
Simon Bamford. I was going to call him Jason Manford. And
Nicholas Vince.
Well, we have met Nicholas Vince, but that was in a separate...
That was last year.
That was last year's Horrorcon.
You're meeting him for the photo.
But I'm meeting him for the photo, so I'm having the group photo with all of the Cenobites. We're also meeting Heather Langenkamp. We were going to meet... Well, you were going to meet...
Kane Hodder, but unfortunately he was taken ill and the doctor said he can't fly.
He's not very well, so hopefully he'll be confirmed for another convention. My parents are also with us today, so if you see some strange people following us, they look exactly like me, meaning my dad. We're not incestuous. This intro is wild.
We're not the Lannisters.
We're not the Lannisters. Then that's why. But yes, we're going to have a horrible time in the best possible way. Those of you who don't know, Horrorcon is in Magna, the Magna Science Centre, and that is in Sheffield.
Between Sheffield and Rotherham.
Yeah, that's the one. Gareth did a geography GCSE, as you can tell, but it's a very cute, in our world, a very cute venue because it is literally in like an old iron steel factory, and it's just really fun. But we've literally just got here, it's like 10:15, and already the queue's going down. Like, yeah, we're standard this time, unfortunately, but we move. Yeah,
that's cool. It's cool, dude.
Mum doesn't like zombies, do you, Mum? Mum really doesn't like zombies, do you? And we're at a horror convention.
They make the smell of poo soon.
How do you think that's going to go?
Very well, actually.
Very well. Nice. And we are going in. Wahoo! So we went in at 10 o'clock. We are standard entry. 11, sorry. But we are saying that, nice, we are saying that we got here at about 10:15 and we were very close to the front of the queue. Oh, I'm gonna want to buy so much. Yeah, we were quite close to the front of the queue, so I know it's a bit of waiting around, but you know, queuing up makes it worth it. Nice. Here we go.
Hello.
Gareth's off already. He's literally just shot off. But this is it. Very cool. Nice. Okay. We're already getting bombarded. Yeah, so we'll do like a full walk around in a little bit. But it's really good because a lot of it is signposted, so no matter where you are, you know what's going on and where to kind of head for photo shoots, for the exhibits, for your autographs as well. Nice. Okie dokie, so we are officially in the convention. I'm going to do a little bit of a info for you. So these are the queue lines. These over here tell you who the guest is, who you're waiting for. They also talk about the extra charges, so for example £40 and then there's no extra charge for a selfie. It also tells you the talk time as well and the photo op time as well, so you can plan your day around basically all the different schedules, that all the different... Hello my darling, we've got Captain Spaulding right here. That's so unattractive, I can only apologise.
I'm alright, how are you?
So, continuing on from what I was just saying, that's Mike. He's incredible. He's one of the volunteers. His missus, Kerry, is also a volunteer here as well, and she is phenomenal. So, this is what it looks like. So you've got Heather Langenkamp down there. Yes. You've got Doug Bradley up over here. And you've got the rest of the Cenobites as well. So in this corner on the left-hand side, so if I'm looking down the hall, it's on the left-hand side. This is where all your Cenobites are. So they're in a neat little corner at the side. But yeah, it's just nice that everything's set out in this way, because then you can sort your day out, you know what you're doing with it, you can organise yourself. This is actually one of the first conventions we saw this being done at, isn't it? Yeah. And we put it up on the channel and then everyone started doing it and I was like, oh my god. Also as well, hot tip, this is what a virtual queue system looks like. So for example, you will go up to your chosen guest, whether that be Doug Bradley, Heather Langenkamp, and you will speak to the volunteer at the front. They will give you a virtual queue system to come back a little bit later, and that basically sorts out when you meet that guest. You don't need to come back beforehand or afterwards. Try not to make it too late. Try to come back as early as possible, just so you don't get messed about. But yes, it's all happening, it's all very exciting. Everyone seems to be like super busy, which is nice because the last time we came, some of them weren't that busy, but it's good to see that they're all busy. And then the rest of the convention is over there that way. We'll have a look at that section a little bit later, but that's where all your vendors are. Also, just wanted to show you some of the selection that we've got, because I'm going to upload this tonight, which is going to be the Saturday, so obviously it's going to be uploaded for the Sunday, so you can see and get an idea of which ones you potentially want.
24 hours. Yeah. So I fly into Heathrow and my cab takes me directly to Pinewood. 4 hours in the chair, half an hour for the makeup. Everybody was mad at me because I was, you know, what's up? Waited 6 hours to get in front of the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like altered, absolutely altered.
Yeah.
And I go up to the director and I go, oh Tony, what's my motivation done? He was like really pissed off at me because I'd scared him.
Yeah, yeah.
He said, you're dead.
Great, thanks. Love that.
I felt dead. So
yeah,
that's fine.
yeah, yeah.
It's our first entrance.
Yeah.
You know, the walls, and I'm sharpening my knife.
Yeah.
Poor little Emmy Boo is doing box. And she liked my mind. And so I followed my director's directive.
Okie dokie, so we have just met Barbie.
No, Heather Langenkamp.
She was amazing, she was incredible. I literally said to her, so I watched Hellraiser growing up, and I said, whilst everyone wanted to be a Disney princess, I wanted to be the female Cenobite. She was like, you'd be surprised how often people say that. And I was like, I watched it again in my teens and I was like, I feel like this is some kind of awakening for me, I'm not too sure. But she made a really valid point that Clive Barker's stuff, you know, it was revolutionary because his stories aren't stereotypical, you know, Broad running through the woods and someone chasing them with a chainsaw, you know. She played a very strong character, and she did, but she was amazing, absolutely amazing. The only problem with that is we are now in the queue. Do you want to take that for me, sweetheart? Thank you. We are now in the queue for Heather Langenkamp. We should have been in the queue from 11:30, but this is the queue now, and I don't know. We're just saying that, you know, next time we're going to get priority entry, because I feel like today it's going to be a massive push to get everything done while we're here. So this is the vendors. There's Dean right there, Dean of the Sauce. There he is. That's it. There we go. And then we got the rest of the vendors. We've got loads of different kinds of vendors. We've got clothing vendors. We have got treats. We've got prints. We've got all sorts. Loads of cool stuff, but we will do a more in-depth view of the vendors shortly. We're just going to see how it goes with Heather Langenkamp. So, update. Heather is very nicely speaking to everybody, so she is going to be a while, so we're going to go on a little explore instead, which is fine. It's okay. Like, it's always good to have a plan when you come to a convention. However, it's always good to be flexible with that plan as well, just because things can change. But yeah, this is the vendor space. So as we've said before, you've got t-shirts, you've got oddities, we're actually going to a gaming, kind of gaming mechanic, RPG gaming mechanic later. They've got Rock and Roll Suicide, we love them. This is where we get all our patches from. I think they're brilliant. And yeah. They've also got a bar as well as soon as you come in, so you can always like get something to drink whilst you're in here. Okie dokie, so real talk for a second. I've been in 3 separate queues for how long?
About an hour.
About an hour. About an hour. I had to abandon my parents. Mum's over there, she's reading a book, she's living life. And this is Dad. Hi. We're going to meet Doug Bradley together with this one. Enough. It's been mad. It's been really, really mad. So it seemed like there was hardly anybody there to tell us what. Jesus, Baz! Enough. Every time. I was doing a very serious vignette then. Yeah, thank you. Shocking behaviour. Yeah, so every time I seemed to be getting closer to the front, they said, nah, you need to go up in this queue. Ended up at the entrance of the venue. But I did meet some lovely people, so that's fine. It's fine. Yes, I didn't even show the picture.
Hang on, let me put it in.
So, this is my photo with the Cenobites. Beautiful. I says to them, this is like some kind of weird, like, school photo, and they all laughed really hard, and they said like that's one of the funniest things I'd heard all day. But they were honestly amazing, absolutely incredible. Like, these guys are phenomenal. But it's just been manic. It's really been manic. There's a lot of people that aren't happy with the way it's been organised. They're not happy with. So we're in the queue for Doug Bradley now. Yeah, we're in the queue for Doug Bradley now. And we were meant to be meeting Heather beforehand. However, we just haven't been able to do that. So it's important to plan, but when this happens, you have to be flexible. But this is a little bit silly. Yeah. which is a shame because we love Horrorcon. Like, we worship the ground they walk upon, but you know, we have to be honest. Like with these vlogs, we try to make them as honest for you guys as possible to help you guys with your future plans. But we're going to meet Doug Bradley and see how it goes. Did we love him?
Yeah, well actually this is Lou's, this one's mine. I got the colour one.
Yeah, we had a moment with Doug, so his pen broke whilst he was doing mine, and then like the line I wanted, he didn't do it because he was like, ah! But it was okay, it was fine, he was good fun. Also, finding out that he's a Liverpool fan, that was interesting, and I was like, well, it's alright for you, at least you're not a Derby supporter. So,
And he had a chuckle.
yeah, he did. No, we did have a chuckle, it was very good.
Whispers.
Yeah.
Whispers?
Whisper. Yeah. I've seen everybody today, it's mad. Our parents have gone home now. Dad...
It was a bit much.
Yeah, it was a bit much for Dad. He has a fused spine, so basically can't stand. But yeah, it's a bit much for him. We've had a chat with the volunteers, with Kerry, with Mike, with Ian, aka Sticks. They've been amazing. They've been wonderful and very, very accommodating.
It's not fair people shouting at them, it's not their fault these things are happening, it's the decisions that's going on behind the scenes that aren't being filtered to the front.
Yeah. So a lot of people have had complaints, but we're going to hopefully try and set the record straight with this vlog. But we are now in line for Heather Camp. We'll see how that goes, and then we have literally just got Simon Bamford, and
one more Cenobite, and we've got all the Hellraiser II.
Yeah, that's it.
Apart from Kenneth Crown.
But hopefully we're going to try and do a little bit of shopping, but we'll see, because like a lot of the things I wanted to buy have already been sold out. So yeah, fun.
We bought Shiver.
We did buy Shiver. We'll show you Shiver.
Here's Kerry.
Kerry!
My costume this time.
Actually, somebody actually said to me, "Oh, you misery," and I'm like, "That's not even an insult."
Yeah, it's a compliment.
Place.
That's it. That's it. Kerry was amazing in our first video. She was actually Kathy Bates from Misery in our first video, and she was wonderful. She's great. We love her.
Yeah. Your favourite moment, would you say?
I think in the bathtub, when I get pulled under in the bathtub.
The bathtub.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's such an iconic scene.
It's so unexpected.
Yeah.
It's a true scare, true jump scare.
Oh yeah. No, it's an absolute honour to meet you, Heather.
Heather Langenkamp was a dream, and I said that to her, and then I was like, I feel a little bit sick because that's a funny thing, and it wasn't a funny thing, and nobody laughed, and I was like dying on the inside. But yes.
Amazing.
Absolutely stunning and well worth the wait.
Well worth the wait.
Well worth the wait. We are going to see Simon Bamford.
Last one, and then we've got all the Cenobites for Hellraiser II.
And then I can go shopping. And then I can go shopping. This is how I cope with all the stresses of YouTube. I buy things for me all the time. Is it a good coping mechanism? No. Does it get me through it? Yes. Also, can I just say, we've met so many wonderful people today. So many nice people. If we did chat to you, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. So many people have commented about my eyes as well, and I'm like, yes, I'm in perpetual agony all the time.
The business cards we're flying out.
And the business cards, yes, we've actually got some business cards now, which is really, really cool, thank you. But yeah, literally just Simon Bamford, and then hopefully, finally, I can do a little bit of a tour around Horrorcon for you, just to see what the crack is. But these are some of the choices of photos you can get. Gareth's just popping them in, so you can get the one where she's sleeping.
I quite like that one.
Yeah, that's yours. And then mine's the black and white one that Heather likes.
He's after you now.
But yeah, so these, I just wanted to clear up a bit of confusion because I had a not so great interaction about these. So, where did you get them from?
Well, these ones that I use, I got from when I've been doing, like, getting wrestling autographs from Signature Moves, and Chris sends them in the top loaders to protect them in transit, and we just kept hold of them.
Yeah.
But you can get them from Amazon.
Yeah.
The size of this one, these are 8x10.
Yeah.
Because we collect 8x10s.
Yeah.
You can get them off Amazon. You can get them at comic conventions.
Yeah.
So that'll be your main bet.
Yeah.
and I think they advertise them as buy your autograph protector.
Yeah, yeah. But also, BT Dubs, please just measure out the ones you want first, because it's all well and good us telling you all of this. However, if you're going off what we've said and you've ignored the size of what you want, do you know what I mean? Just, what are you doing?
I'm getting in shock because I was going to say, at comic conventions, your usual picture size that you get off the table is 8x10. So that's the size of top loader that you ideally want.
They have got different photos here. I will
here
say.
they vary in size here, but your average comic convention, so if you go to Monopoly or London, is 8x10.
There you go, that's our hot tip for the moment. We'll see you after Simon Bamford. He's gone.
It comes from life experience.
Yeah,
you know, so
yeah, exactly. I just hope that, you know, do you think he'd ever do anything again soon, or do you think that's it for him?
he still talks about it.
Okay.
He talks about it. Personally, I think probably not because of his health.
Yeah.
But he's still writing. I was over there in January, and he was writing like 6 different things all at once.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't know how he does that.
Yeah, no, God, no.
How he does that.
Yeah. Okie dokie, so we have just met Simon Bamford, who is absolutely incredible. We had a great time. Look at this, and we were like, oh, that's wild. And he was like, it's that point in the day. And I was like, fair enough. Yeah. And he just loved the fact that we also like act, and we do dungeon stuff and scare acting stuff. So yeah, Simon Bamford, if you're watching and you want to come to Alton Towers, hit me up and I'll get you tickets. But as you can see, there is still a really long wait for certain actors, performers, and it's 5:30. Like, it has been mental. But it just frustrates me because, you know, there's so many shops that I want to see. I mean, I want to go and speak to Dean. I want to like see all of these shops, and now we haven't got time to go and do it because the communication between the volunteers and, you know, the people dealing with the guests, it's just gone to pot. It really has gone to pot. I mean, there's a lovely lady, she was dressed as Pinhead. She's still got 3 of the Cenobites to get, and she's just not going to get them, and it's not good.
And then we're starting the aliens like, oh yeah.
These guys again.
Rapidly getting a collection.
You alright?
Absolutely. And he was like, oh, that doesn't sound like her. Usually she's such a hard worker. And I was like, whilst that may be the thing, she singled us out.
You're not in the minority, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, just get as much B-roll as you can. This is so frustrating.
You generate, definitely. Alcoholics.
Yeah. I know there's something I want from back down there. Yeah. Because they've got a load of Vincent Price.
Oh, obviously, I mean, I'm a bit.
Yes. Yeah, as long as we can do a shout out to all the businesses, that's all we care about. You're a star, thanks baby. Yeah. If you like Poe, I also do a set of Poe, which is the button badge, hollow sticker set as well.
We had a date or so.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
definitely nice now to just walk round. You can actually standard to stall.
Look at this. Isn't this nice? Isn't this so nice? So before we go, wanted to show you quickly, you've got signs like this basically telling you where you need to go. This long corridor is like one of the first things you see, so this is where your photo opportunities are going to be. Double check with the handlers which queue you're going to be in, because I ended up going in like 3 different queues, but that's where your photo op is. Your entrance is through there, and then you've got some toilets over here, and then you've got some extra, we didn't spend a lot of time in this area, but you've got some extra stalls over here. This is where our friend Jade is, and Jade has been in our previous vlogs. But also you've got the cafe just in there. You've got the cafe just in there as well, so you can always have something to eat. Sorry, no, go for it. And then, yeah, this is where, also we've got a tattoo studio just over here. I'm sure they don't mind me having a quick look around, but they've got a tattoos area just over here. Come here first thing in the morning because they sell up fast. Their designs are amazing, so good, but yeah, they've only got a certain amount of time they can do before they're completely booked up. So this is what you're ideally looking at. Zoom in a little bit. They do look so cool, but I feel like if I went to another tattoo artist, I'd be cheating on Becky.
We saw these at...
Yeah, they do it regularly. They do it on the reg. But like I said, you've got prints, you've got t-shirts, you've got loads of stuff. These guys are so talented. You've also got dangerously good handmade bakes. We had some brownies from these guys, so good. This lady over here, the Secret Sideshow, also does pillows and little trinkets and flags.
That's a nice Halloween hotel.
Yeah. But the people who just come here are like so talented, and it's so catered towards the event. It's just so nice to come somewhere.
We've only seen 2 pop stalls.
Yeah. It's take a hint, Monopoly events. Not every store needs to be a pop vinyl store. You know, the trinkets, the odds and ends that we see are so cool. This is the main cafe area. So you can get standard food over there. We've got a drinks section over here. I came here with Mum and Dad. Yeah, so we've got sandwiches, snacks and drinks available. Basically, it's a place where anybody can grab a bite to eat. They've also got warm drinks as well, but I don't know why you'd want a warm drink because it is boiling. And then
have a quick note.
And then we've got some amazing print. No! Stop antagonising the nice people, babe, for God's sakes. We're done.
We're outside.
We're outside.
We haven't actually seen I haven't seen daylight since we went in this morning.
I've got no idea what's going on. The sun is literally screaming at me and I'm just like, I hate it because the vendors we talked to were really nice. Yeah. They were so good. The thing, right, okay, so I'm gonna set the record straight, okay, because a lot of people are gonna have complaints and it's gonna be not great, and I get that 100%. My anxiety again has kind of gone sky high.
I even started getting the shakes.
Yeah,
today.
Which isn't ideal, but we move, and you know, 9 times out of 10 we still say that Horrorcon is literally one of the best cons to go to if you're starting out on your convention journey.
Yeah.
However, there were just things today that messed up and it just got a lot, and the queues were endless.
Yeah.
Like, the queues were endless. So pre-warning for tomorrow, okay, the Cenobites are lovely, absolutely wonderful. However,
they like to talk.
Because they like to talk, they won't stop. So we were with Simon Bamford for about 5 minutes
at least,
and you know,
a lovely guy, absolutely lovely guy.
Oh my god, 100%. And you know, I was talking to him about because I'm a massive Hellraiser and Nightbreed fan. And it was really nice that he actually took the time to listen to me and be like, yeah, absolutely. And we got onto the subject of scare acting and stuff like that, but I turned around and I could see how annoyed other people were, and I was like, yeah, I'd be pretty annoyed if I was in their position.
Yeah, well, we were trying, because obviously this isn't our first rodeo. We always consider it about people behind us.
Yeah.
There's a guy in front of us who just kept going and going and going and wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
And Simon sort of fed into it.
Yeah.
Kept going.
Also, if you notice that you've got children in front of you, so we had an incident today where sorry, we just got to sort ourselves out in the car. We had an incident today where we were waiting for Heather Langenkamp, and we were assured that, you know, we'd be the first to go in because we've been sent away so many times that, you know, this time, no, you'll meet her, it'll be okay. I'm taking my horns off. It'll be okay.
Are you doing a haul here now, or when we get home?
When we get home. So, Jesus. Yeah, so we were informed, and there were two kids that were stood in front of us.
Yeah, the dad was in the queue for Doug.
Yeah, and the dad was in the queue for Doug. And one of the attendants was telling the kids,
one of the attendants.
well, I don't know who she was, was saying to the kids, please move aside so the priority can go through. And it's like, no, we're fine. It's absolutely fine. You know, things like this can be incredibly overwhelming for children.
Yeah.
And
hang on, music. Wait for it to pause. No, carry on.
And you know, we wanted to help as much as we could, because like at Liverpool, you know, we saw how horrendously children and families were treated, and it's like, no, we'll make this as easy as possible for them.
Seatbelt, please.
And it's just a case of just be kind to each other, just literally be kind to each other. Like, it's not that deep, you know.
And if you're in the general queue and there's a priority, just, I know you've been waiting a long time, but it doesn't hurt just to let either one or two in front.
Yeah.
Because we had that.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
To help like Mike out, you know, I was like, right, okay, all these priorities, like, go in front of me and we'll see what we can do. So yeah, the queues were just, Kerry was telling me that there was a lot of mix-ups with, like, communication wise between the volunteers and I don't know whether it was the handlers of the guests or what. I've got no idea who it was. And basically an hour and a half was missed out from the whole day. And because of that hour and a half, it messed up things for the rest of the day. And, you know, hats off to Kerry, Mike, Ian, aka Sticks, and all the other volunteers.
Does none of these guys get paid?
No. They
do it, pardon the pun, of the rival convention, but they do it for the love of it.
Yeah. Yeah. They literally work their butts off to make sure that people are catered to, everybody has a good day, and
everyone's safe.
And everyone's safe. The only problem was, again, communication. People were told different things, and because of that, queues were made in certain places and systems didn't work out, and, you know, yeah, systems didn't work out and things messed up, and it is what it is. The guests were phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. We couldn't fault them at all.
Heather was a darling.
Heather was incredible. Simon Bamford, again, he could talk for days. Like Barbie, Doug. And
Nick, because you met Nick as well in the photo.
Yeah. Nicholas Vince is always great to talk to. He's brilliant. So please, for tomorrow, if you're going, just be mindful that, you know, you might be waiting for a while. Apparently it's meant to be as busy as it was today. Your photo ops, make sure you arrive at least 15 minutes before your photo op. Maybe more, because if I'd arrived any later, I would have had no idea where I was queuing up.
Like you say, you were moved 3 times.
I was literally moved 3 times, yeah. The vendors, again, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Like, this convention has a very good way of picking out the vendors that suit the convention, unlike other conventions. So yeah, I mean, Jade, just another Deidre experience. Dean of the Dead, Dean of the Sorcerer as we like to call him. Our friends Lee and Sarah also did a immersive experience, so if you have got 15 minutes, please go and check that out. But it is a 15-minute experience, so please set aside some time in your day to go and do that.
They're located in the Face of Steel part of the building.
Yeah. The talks, we had no idea because we didn't have time to go and do them.
Anne and Ronnie.
Anne and Ronnie with their store, they were absolutely brilliant. Nufo.
We're gonna, because you got something from them, didn't you?
Incredible. So I will pop a picture here of what I got from them.
Well, we're doing a haul, aren't we, when we get home?
Yeah, we'll catch up at the hall.
Crazy.
Okay, we're back. We're meant to go to a Hungry Horse. The Hungry Horse was full
of hungry people.
We ended up going to a Burger King. It was good. So, the day. Firstly, the haul. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go on then. You go first.
Should we start off with our autograph?
Yeah, go on then.
We'll start the day how we started the day. Anyway.
Go on.
I said. So first of all, we met the wonderful Barbie Wilde.
I was so tempted to get, you know how they've got the Barbie movie and it's this Barbie does this. I really wanted that, but I was like, no.
And then I got the same picture.
Yeah.
Different quote.
Yes.
Time to play. Lou got, are you teasing us? When she talks to Kirsty.
Yeah.
Then, after much waiting, we met the wonderful, iconic Doug Bradley.
The man, the myth, the chicken legend.
I got a similar picture but in colour.
Yeah, I just really like how the black and white made it pop. I really like that.
I love his penmanship.
Yeah, I'm just sad that he didn't do the quote I wanted, but obviously, like, the pen was broken and, you know, he was like panicking and it was fine. It was okay. It was fine. It was fine.
Then
I love that photo.
the amazing Heather Langenkamp.
I think
she was incredible.
She's so nice.
And then I got
Yeah.
that one. Such a cool effect.
It's so iconic though, isn't it?
Yeah. The fact that it's how it's framed and how she's written and all, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I chose well there.
Yeah, you did.
And then the man who can talk for England, Mr. Simon Bamford.
What's your pleasure?
And then he got really creative on mine.
Yeah, you got a butterball.
Yeah, and you did.
Oh yeah, I did. Sorry.
Yeah, no, as in he got creative with.
Oh yeah, it's literally like around his head.
Open the box, Gareth.
I think it was
with a question mark.
Open
the box, Gareth.
I think it was because like he enjoyed talking to us so much.
Yeah.
That he was just like, I want to make strange things for them. And then I, naturally being the attention seeker that I am, had to get the photo op. So this is literally an example of what the photo op looks like with the 4 Cenobites. Once you go into the convention, there will be signs and there will be schedules basically saying where you need to be and what time the photo ops are going to be. However, apparently the photo ops did run over a little bit.
A little bit.
Miki kaka.
Little bit.
Little bit. Today. So that meant because of that they had a longer lunch, and because of that then when they did get back to signing autographs it was like an hour and a half had gone.
They were still, all the Cenobites were still there when we left.
And that was at 6 o'clock.
It was after 6.
Well, it was after 6, yeah, but it's nice to see that they stayed.
Yeah.
By the by, so the rest of the stuff that I brought, we went to this lovely stall.
Nufo.
and they do these insane prints. So as you guys know, like The Wolfman is one of my favourite movies of all time. My favourite creature feature, one might say, favourite Hammer horror movie, and they do these amazing prints. But that's a sticker, that's a button, and that's the print. The button we're actually going to put in the Patreon giveaway.
There's one in here.
Oh right, okay.
We've got that one.
So that button's mine, and then this button is going to be in the Patreon giveaway, which is
don't focus on my face. Look at the button.
which is the Wolfman button there. So the giveaway is unisex. It's not like aimed at one individual gender. And then I got a Edgar Allan Poe pin. So I got that. That is mine. That is not going on the giveaway.
Is that going on your work lanyard?
Yeah. And then I got a gorgeous Vincent Price print because he is like my horror icon.
That's a young Vincent Price.
Yes, it is. That I would kill to meet, but alas, he's not with us anymore.
Maybe in the underworld.
Sad. Yes, that's it. When I expire, he's going to be the one that meets me. But yeah, that's pretty much the haul.
No.
Like, oh no, sorry, I'm talking out my butt. So this is Shiver. This is what we spoke about in previous vlogs. This is
London.
basically, think Dungeons and Dragons with horror characters. So for example, Gareth is going to, we're very excited for it, he's going to do a one-shot potentially based around Halloween.
Yes.
He's also going to do a one-shot, maybe a continue campaign based around My Haunted Hotel.
Yes.
I'm going to do a one-shot based around The Shining.
Yes.
I'm also going to do a one-shot based around American Wealth in London, I think.
Yes.
And potentially The Thing. But we'll see. What other ones did you want to do?
Or even just make stuff up.
Well, yeah, that's fair. That's
We
fair.
even make stuff up. That's the joy of it. But we've got the cool rule book, the curse library, a director's screen so no one can see our shenanigans, and a set of the dice.
So what was so good about the convention was the beginners
If I do it
bundle.
like this is your beginner's bundle.
So you get the core rule book, the Curse Library, which is an extension, an expansion, and then you get the dice set. So you don't have to get multiple dice sets. You can only, if you want to, you can only buy one, and then there's an app that's free where it basically does like a digital version of this. So if you've got multiple players that want to play it, then they can use this instead.
Yes.
Which is really cool. And then he obviously got the screen
On top.
separately.
But
Yeah.
this, if you ever see them at a convention, this $69.99 for this. And then this was $14.99 on top.
Which is really good, to be fair.
Oh yeah, you'd only, if you look like Dungeons and Dragons, you're looking a lot more for this.
But we,
This is, that's them.
yeah, and tell you what, if you turn it around,
For
there's
some
a
reason
QR
it's got
code.
MCM London.
The nicest possible way.
No.
No.
Well, if we can put their details in there.
There we go.
Hey.
Lovely. So if you do want to check out Shiver, you can use this QR code that you can scan on the screen now. We're getting good like that. We're doing all this screen scanning and QR coding business. But that's pretty much the whole haul, mainly because we spent like the whole day queuing. We talked about it, and you know, it is a shame, it is frustrating.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that we wanted to meet, loads of people that we wanted to meet. You know, Lee and Sarah doing their immersive experience, Dean with Dean of the Dead, who does his hot sauce, Jade, we wanted to go over to her again, Tina and Baz, we wanted to spend more time with them, like you'll remember them from previous vlogs, and people who genuinely watched the vlogs that wanted to come and meet us.
We had so many.
We did. We had loads of people.
Many.
So thank you so much for coming to say hello. I can only apologise that I was a little bit like frazzled, but because of the day, it's just been a lot.
It's been a lot.
It's been a lot. Are we going to Horrorcon next year? Yeah, probably.
Probably. What we'll do is we'll probably go priority next time.
Yeah.
So get early bird.
Well, we learnt that lesson at Liverpool Comic Con, didn't we? Because we went priority on the Sunday, and because of that, we actually got in all of our autographs. If we didn't, we wouldn't have done it.
Still just. That was due to the organisation.
Yeah. So if I could give any advice, plan. Keep an ear out for what's going on. Know where everything is, so know where your photo ops are, know where the guests are that you want to see. Speak to the volunteers, because something might have changed, and if you don't ask you won't know. Priority entry as well. It's not horrendously more. Sorry, I've got
it's like a couple of pounds more than standard.
Yeah.
The main takeaway for this one is for the organisers is communicate.
Yeah.
Communicate, because we've got friends who are volunteers, and they were left in the lurch so much.
They were so stressed out.
They were so stressed because, like we said last year, this convention is run by fans for fans.
Yeah.
And it felt, because there was no communication, it felt off.
Yeah. Whereas last year it ran like clockwork, and that's what Kerry said. You know, Kerry, Claire, Ian, Styx, Mike as well. Like, you guys were literally phenomenal. Please don't think that we're saying anything to take away from what you guys did. No, like, they catered for everyone that went to them. Everyone who went to them with a question or with a problem, they worked, and everyone else who was on the volunteering team worked their arses off, but their bottoms off. If you're gonna have to bleep me out. Ooh, controversial. It's not like I haven't got enough work to do already with this vlog. They worked so hard to make sure the event ran as smoothly as possible. Yeah. So hopefully what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and get this vlog out tonight. If you're watching it. Meaning I. I'm going to try and get this vlog out tonight for you guys, so you'll have an idea for tomorrow. If you go in tomorrow. And if you're watching this on Sunday, watch this while you're in a queue. Yeah, you can do if you want. I mean, you might be queuing for that long that you'll get through the entire vlog, so... and that'll be before you meet Doug Bradley. Yes. They're lovely. They're so lovely. They are incredible. They are lovely people. They will talk and talk and talk. For a very long time. But that's a double-edged sword anyway. Because you want to have a good conversation with them, but also you want to be mindful of everyone behind you. Yeah. Jesus. Also, we've only just realised, because I had my hair cut yesterday, that I look like Alyssa Sutherland in Evil Dead Rise, and I didn't realise it, but now I do. Especially when the light hits it. Mommy's with the maggots now. We're going to see her at For the Love of Horror. We're very excited. I've already booked my autograph. Yes, I know, you're a lucky person. A lot of people have been asking us what other conventions we're going to. Do you want to reel them off? I'm going to Yorkshire, and I will be taking you all with me. And as punishment for going on my own, I'm having to do the Dean of the Dead Source Challenge. Don't say we don't treat you. That's going to be fun. You'll be fine. Then we're going to go to London Film and Comic Con in the beginning of July. That will be interesting. Expect some tea there. At the end of July, we are going to Manchester Comic Con to meet the boys. Well, Homelander and the Deep, as well as Gustav Skarsgård from Vikings, Floki, and maybe Seth Green? I'm going to meet Seth Green. Seth Green? I love Seth Green. I think he's brilliant. Then we've got For Love of Horror in November, where we're going to be so busy. So busy. So busy. And then hopefully finishing the year off at For the Love of Sci-Fi. Merry Christmas! You've gone crazy. I have gone crazy. We hope you've enjoyed the vlog, and we hope that it's helped. Again, to everybody we've met, thank you so much for coming to say hello. We really appreciate it, and you know, we really appreciate the fact that our vlogs have helped. Treese, Ronnie, Anne, who else? So many. So many. Chris, Lucy.
obviously Tina and Baz, your mum, your dad.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yes, we hope you've had a good day. If not, that's okay. Always remember, tomorrow's a new day. See you later, guys. Bye.